Good day, Pinoy Clixers and Mixers. Welcome back to the channel. For this video, we are looking at one of 12 labors of Hercules. Let's go! Okay, so we are looking at Heroclix Iconics labors of Hercules. Okay, and you can see in the illustration we have the man himself, and as I said in the introductory video, this is labor number 2, the Lernaean Hydra. This particular product is for 14 years old and above. On the side we see the Hydra with the 5 heads, as hydras usually do, and we have on the other side Hercules with the lion mane. Okay, I think that's the first trial. Okay, I'm not so sure, but this is an iconic set, and it came as a surprise because of course Hercules is a Marvel character, so it makes sense that he's a Greek mythology character. He's also considered a superhero character, so in a sense, and I would imagine the IP is free for this one, so not a lot of copyright in that sense. And yeah, so it's a welcome surprise actually when WizKids released this, and this was released 2025. Okay, so I was keeping it sealed all this time. I had this for the longest time because usually I like to keep items mint in sealed box as much as possible because I trade or sell them. Okay, but since this has not been sold, okay, or traded, and I'm a huge fan of mythologies. Okay, so I decided to open it and use the figures. I can still sell or trade it, but while waiting, we can definitely play it. Okay, so at the back, we see the art of Hercules versus the Hydra. Okay, so this is the classic art. Hydra is of course very small here. And when we open the box, we see the window display, and you can see the figure, the Hydra, and alternative heads. Okay, and then we have a brief description that says Heroclix Iconics labors of Hercules. Lo, emerging from the depths of ancient myth, the many-headed Lernaean Hydra terrorizes neighboring villages with its deadly hunger and unending resilience. When its heads are chopped off, more grow to replace them. Surely, this is the doom of all things. Alas, can anyone slay the beast? But hope remains. The great hero Hercules is on a divine quest to fulfill just such an impossible task. The son of Jupiter is stronger than any mortal man. Though the challenge may be great and the odds against him, no foe can defeat Hercules. Okay, so very mythical. I remember the story was, if I remember correctly, Hercules was trying to redeem himself. Okay, he had a great sin, I think. I can't remember what the great sin is. Maybe he killed someone. Okay, so, and he was given, as part of his redemption, 12 impossible labors. Okay, and this is the second one. So I don't know if we're getting 12 sets labor of Hercules. Okay, I would love it actually. They don't need to include Hercules in all of the iconics for the 12 labors. They can just include the other labors like the lion, what else, the Atlas carrying the golden apple and the world maybe, and whatnot. Okay, so I don't remember all 12 labors. Okay, we can always Google that, but for now we just have to be satisfied with the second labor. And I love the packaging. You can see that it's very thematic. It's like a ancient box box being opened. Okay, and we have our Heroclix figure, and of course the corresponding character cards. Okay, so let's pop them off the plastic. Okay. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Let's try to be gentle as much as possible because we're going to return it as well. So the trick is, if they doesn't want to go out, then don't force it. So we have the alternate head of the Hydra. Okay. And then the Hydra itself does not want to go out. Come on, Hydra. Show yourself to the world. There you go. There you go. There you go. Okay. So again, we have here the Hydra. Okay. So very, very huge, epic. It's a giant Hydra, 5-headed Hydra initially. Okay, but as mentioned in the text, in the flavor text, these heads come off. I wonder if all the heads come off or only some. I don't want to force it. Okay. I don't know. I don't want to force it. Okay. So I'll probably just keep this as is. But that's the sculpt. Okay. Side, back, other side, and front. Okay. Okay. Interesting. And then you pop off one head and you can replace it with another one. Last attempt. Nope. There you go. Slowly. So you have to be gentle. Okay, I give up. Okay, so we have alternate heads. When you hit one, two grows in its place, just like the slogan of the Hydra evil organization. Cut off one head, and two will replace its place. Anyway, and we have also Hercules, the man, the myth, the legend. Okay, so he comes with a deity base. Okay, and this is really sought after, the deity base, and that works for him. He's one of the gods, pantheon gods, I guess. So yeah, okay, classic Greek armor with his club, a huge club, and our dragon helmet, or lion helmet rather, not dragon. Okay, without further ado, let's take a look at the cards. Ta-dang! Let's go with Hercules first. So Hercules is set number WKX4-008. Okay. Keywords are brute, okay, celebrity, deity, past, soldier, and warrior. Great, amazing keywords. He has a trait, Jupiter's son, that says opposing characters of less points than Hercules can't target Hercules except to make attacks. Okay. He only has 1 point dial, 75 points. So if you're less than 75 points, you can only attack Hercules. So you cannot outwit, perplex, or prob Hercules or any other game effect except attacking. Okay, so that's good because a lot of the support pieces are less than 75 points, and secondary, tertiary attackers are also tend to be less than that, less than 75. So they're gonna be forced to attack you. And then the second trait is the next flavor, willpower. Okay, choose Hercules. When Hercules starts the game, choose an opposing character. If that character is on the map, Hercules has, at the beginning of your turn, heal Hercules 1 click. So meaning, choose an opposing character to be the next labor and he heals as long as that character is not dead. When Hercules KOs the chosen character, score 25 victory points. So bonus victory points. Okay. Okay, so you probably would choose, I don't know, you can choose to go with the highest point character, okay, of the opposing team, or you can choose the lowest point so that you ensure that you always get to heal one unless you plan to KO that character. Okay. And he has a special attack power, Hydra Blood Arrows. Power. Deal 1 penetrating damage to up to 4 opposing characters within range and line of fire. Real name is Hercules. Appearance is Ovid's Metamorphosis, Book 9. 8. I don't know what that means. Book number 9, chapter 8, maybe. Okay, so as I said, 75 points and 11 clicks of life for 75 points. That's a very good return of points. That means he needs to be damaged 11 clicks. Okay, and considering he has invincible at the beginning of the first half of the dial, okay, and impervious at the end, and of course he heals 1 every beginning of your turn. Okay, he starts off with charge, super strength, and battle fury, and then middle dial is flurry, and then back end of the dial is plasticity, that special attack power, and impervious, as I said. Okay, so the okay. His attack value is very interesting. It doesn't go below 11, so for sure it can be one of your second. It's a good secondary attacker. Okay, and again, he is warrior keyword, so you can put some equipments for free like the longsword. Okay, that gives him CCE, so he can easily be 13 for 5 damage. Okay, so very interesting. Yeah, I would say he's playable, very playable in modern, but we have to play him to be sure. Okay. The next figure is, of course, the Labor, the Lernean Hydra. Set number WKX4-009. Keywords are animal, monster, mystical, past. Has the Mystic Steam ability. Okay, so he's mystical and past, so they can be thematic together with past. Okay, I would imagine mythical creatures are past, a thing of the past. He has a trait, Beast of Lerna. Okay, Lernean Hydra starts the game with 5 heads. Okay, those 5 heads. And no empty necks on its skull. Okay, Lernean Hydra can use the following effects based on the number of heads it has on its skull. 4 or more, Safeguard Outwit. So by default, he has that. 5 or more, Combat Reflexes. Okay, so he also has that. Close Combat Expert, 6 or more. And 7 or more, free, make an attack. Or 7. Okay, it's not or more. So 7, free, make an attack. So I imagine maximum of 7 heads. So interesting. Okay, so he's already powered up in that sense. Second trait is Beheading the Beast. When Lernean Hydra is dealt damage, you may remove up to 2 heads from its skull. If you do, reduce the damage taken by the number of heads removed in addition to any other effects. So he has Invincible, that's already -2 damage. And then you can remove up to 2, so it can be -4. Okay, up to -4. Interesting. He's tweetable, so just take note of that. And a third trait, regrowing heads. Regeneration is free. When Lernean Hydra uses it, you may reduce the amount healed by any amount to a minimum of 0. If you do, Attach that many heads to any empty necks on Lernean Hydra's scope. Okay, so you get to damage him, and then in your turn, regenerate twice as many heads, I guess. Okay, so but you're choosing with healing and doubling or regenerating the head. Okay, so maybe if you rolled high in regeneration, then that means, let's say if you rolled heal 3, a 5 or a 6, then that means you can do put 2 heads and then heal 1. Okay, so that's the ideal setup. Real name is Lernean Hydra. Ovid's Metamorphosis Book 9, Chapter 8 is also the significant appearance. So he comes in at 275 or 75 points. Probably use him at 75 points. Okay. Improved movement, destroy blocking. He's a giant and a dolphin, so you need to get close if he's on water. And willpower by a giant is great. 0 range, 3 targets. Okay. That should have been 5 because there's 5 heads. On the 275 point line, he starts off with Charge, Quake, Invincible, and Battle Fury. He also starts with Charge, Precision Strike, Invulnerability, and Prob on the 75 point line. So that's why I tend to love the 75 point line more than the other one. And then he also has, towards the end of the dial, a Flurry Regeneration. Okay. And since he has 5 head, I don't know if he can operate if he has no head, because you can choose to, if he's attacked multiple times, then I guess you can choose to remove more heads, all 5 heads. But would he still regenerate? Okay, would it still be playable? No 0-headed Lernean Hydra. I think he is. In the methodology, in the mythology, not the methodology. In the mythology, the only way to really deal with those heads is to use fire against it. Okay, so maybe that would have been nice if Whiskey's included, like its weakness would be like a fire token or energy explosion, that when it's damaged with energy explosion, he cannot use any of that traits. Okay, but just to be correct to the team. Okay, but anyway, this is a long video already, so we're gonna wrap it up. I think it's a good thing. You might want to make like a past team with the Cookie Quartet, Captain America, and use this Hercules and Lernean Hydra together. But what do you guys think? Share your thoughts in the comments. Have you tried Hercules? On what team? And until the next labor, bye!